Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 271. Hopefully you guys all completed your opens, and hopefully there wasn't any catastrophic injuries, but I'm sure that there's some tight hip flexors going on right now. And what we're going to show today is an example of how we can kind of beef up the couch stretch from the past, what you might have been seen in other websites, Mobility WOD, big one there, right? This is some banded assistance for couch stretch type activities. We're really trying to mobilize into hip extension, right, and include the quadriceps here. Now, the reason why I make this point here is because we have two hip flexors, right? We have a one joint hip flexor, and the major one there is what they call the iliopsoas. Basically, that flexes a bent knee. And then we have some assisting type ones. The quads are big ones right there, and everybody thinks that the quads just flex the hip, but really their major job is to extend the knee, right? So if we can if we can extend the hip in a flexed knee, we can include the two joint hip flexors or the quads, right? So here's what this is going to look like. We're going to take this mobility device, right? Just this band. It could be any band that you want. You're going to kind of like shove it through our foot, okay? From right there, I'm going to take another band that would be attached to the rig. Probably be a better idea to take this off like this first. Step through first. Then take my mobility band, put that one through like that. I'm going to tie it to the back so that I can pick my leg back up, okay? So from right there, I'm going to get into that normal couch stretch position. That would be here, where I allow the band to pull myself forward, okay? So all I'm going to do is now take the two bands that I have tied to the back of my leg right here. I'm going to hike them over my shoulder, okay? Like if I'm going backpacking, okay? So now I allowed myself to pull up the slack in the front of the hip, and you're going to feel a lot more in this area. As soon as I flex that knee up, you're going to feel a lot more tension build up in this area. Now, what's the last thing we want to do? But bring this over to the side here, okay? Because what we want is 3 points of support to allow that hip flexor to relax, okay? If I'm holding myself right here and balancing, okay, you're going to feel immediate contraction in the hip. But if I bring this right here, it doesn't have to be a foam roller, it could be anything, or I can hold on to the rig in front of me. If I allow myself to support myself with 3 points of contact, the hip automatically will start to release, and that's what I want to see here, okay? So 3 points of contact, one band from the hip, pulling us towards whatever that device is, either a wall or a rig, and then one band pulling ourselves into knee flexion. That's the couch stretch on steroids. Hopefully it helps you guys out. We're going to spend 2 minutes on each leg, and until tomorrow, guys, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.